Now, how do you think about tokenizing kind of semi-illiquid assets like funds when you've got a liquid token? Keep trying to get my head around this. It's like, how's it going to work? Because your token's liquid. It'll end up trading at huge premiums and discounts to NAV.
And, yes. And whoever owns it has a right to that portion of the fund. And so in some ways it's brilliant because like, okay, you're in Fortress's credit fund during '08 and you're like, oh my God, I just want my money back. And they're like, no, we put up gates. Well, is there it becomes in essence the black market for the fund.
That's right.
At 70 cents on the dollar, I'll buy it all.
But then does it also become hard for the funds to raise extra capital because there's always a secondary market because of the tokens?
Not really, because again, if you're a fund and you can see yourself, if you really believe you're worth par and you're trading at 60 cents, you're buying those tokens yourself. Right?
Yeah, true.
Right? Listen, how much liquidity will there be in all these assets is really debatable. So
yeah,
liquidity is energy. I got to get people to understand it, to care about it. That's how we create liquidity. It's energy. Apple doesn't need to because everyone on the freaking planet or half the people have one of these phones. Like, we got Apple. And so, but that beautiful bar you're sitting in, if you tokenize that, there are probably like 27 people down in the Caymans that like would like to buy a stake in that bar, but they're not 270,000 people that would.
That's right.
And so small illiquid tokenized assets probably end up only really trading with liquidity in the long run via bots, right?
Yeah.
Think about this. You're going to have AI sweepers looking for assets that are mispriced, and they're going to be the buyers and sellers. This is not next year. This is 5 years out.
Yeah, totally agree.
But like again, I'm not going to tokenize the 13th floor of this building. The only guy, you're going to have some real estate arbitrage bot.
But it's interesting because, you speak to any real estate guy and they all interested in tokenization. The reason being because they want to sell more real estate and try and make it more liquid. And I'm like, who the fuck's the buyer of this stuff? The pension funds are the...
I don't think there are buyers other than, again, so I bought SpaceX in 2014.
Wow.
In a 1 in 10 SPV and a 2 in 20 SPV. And I forgot what I put in. I think I put in $5 million in each of them. It's up 20x, right? So 200 million versus mine. I think I'm after my fees. It's probably $160 million. I didn't do anything other than I had the money. It was an easy story. I bought some and I had access, right? Most people, even wealthy people, didn't have that access, right? Elon gave a fund to his college buddy who, took employee shares at a discount and then marked them up to us. There were two funds, right? If that was tokenized and someone called you up, you would have said, I'll buy some SpaceX. Now you might not have rode it the whole way, right? That's the one thing about not having liquidity is you ride it a lot longer.
Yeah.
But when we talk about the democratization of finance, I think most people would have bought that SpaceX. Remember, Tesla was already a big deal. So you already believed in the cult of Elon. Most people would have bought SpaceX if they had access. And so tokenizing some big story, SpaceX was a big story even then, is a wonderful way to give people access.
So you obviously like this video enough that you've got to the end. That's quite a big task. But listen, do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe button and also check out what video's next because I think you'll love it. But if you want even more, and when I'm talking more, I'm talking about member generated ideas, incredible alpha, research, everything there to help you in your journey, just head to realvision.com/join for the best financial intelligence out there and the pure alpha that's within the platform.